and this is section 20. Then said Gangleri, who are the Aesir, they in whom it behooves men to believe? Har answered, the divine Aesir are 12. Then said Janhar, not less holy are the Aesir, the goddesses, and they are of no less authority. Then said Thridi, Odin is highest and eldest of the Aesir. He rules all things, and mighty as are the other gods. They all serve him as children obey a father. Frigg is his wife, and she knows all the fates of men, though she speaks no prophecy. As is said here, when Odin himself spake with him of the Aesir whom men called Loki. Odin is called Allfather because he is father of all the gods. He is also called father of the slain, because all those that fall in battle are the sons of his adopton. For them he appoints Valhall and Vingolf, and they are then called champions. He is also called God of the Hanged, God of Gods, and God of Cargoes. Then said Gangleri, exceeding many names have ye given him, and by my faith it must indeed be a goodly wit that knows all the lore, and the examples of what chances have brought about each of these names. Then Har made answer, it is truly a vast sum of knowledge to gather together and set forth fittingly, but it is briefest to tell thee that most of his names have been given him by reason of this chance. There being so many branches of tongues in the world, all peoples believed that it was needful for them to turn his name into their own tongue, by which they might the better invoke him and entreat him on their own behalf. But some occasions for these names arose in his wanderings, and that matter is recorded in tales. Nor canst thou ever be called a wise man, if thou shalt not be able to tell of those great events. So what's important in section 20, we already have heard that Aesir is just the name for the gods. We learn here there are 12 of them. Sort of just like in Greek mythology, 12 Olympians. In Norse mythology, there are 12 Aesir. The best god, we've already decided in previous sections, but they remind us here again, is Odin, or Allfather. They also mention here that his wife is named Frigg, and she knows everything about everybody, but she doesn't speak any prophecies. Then we hear a little tidbit about how Odin is called Allfather because he's the father of all the gods, and then also he's called Father of the Slain because when people die in battle, they go to the Aesir. He appoints them to Valhall and Vingolf, so these places to live, and then they're called champions. And then the whole last paragraph is really just an explanation of why he has so many names. It's mostly because everyone in the world created their own name for him, so they know how to call him by name, and that's why he has all of the different names.